Here we go, here we go, here we go, go, here we go, here we go. Start the show. Here we go. Time to start the show, and it's time to start the show. Hello! Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Stream Breakfast with Hezokuai. Hello, how you doing? What's up? How was your weekend? Hope you guys had some fun in the sun. Yeah, it's that time of year. Why not? Dang nabbit. Thank you very much. I appreciate the appreciation. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. First person here this morning was the only Grandpas. Therefore, you get the first happy dance of the day. All right. Thank you. Little Chihuahua, Big World. What's up? P. Barnes II. How's it going? Highway Star. Yeah. All right. What's up? We got Little Chihuahua, Big World. Who else we got here? Pete Barnes, Grandpa's, Highway Star, Little Chihuahua, Stefan St. Germain. What's up? Morning, folks. How's it going? That was a slow weekend. Yes. Try to put a a show together for Monday morning when nothing happen the whole weekend. Oh boy, I got stuff to talk about, but yeah. Let's see, P Barnes. I always, unless you're talking about your personal weekend, then yeah, that too. um, let's see. Did you like the Saturday show anyway? I know you were there. Let's see, what do we got? Christopher O'Connor, good morning. What's up? Little Chihuahua, Christopher O'Connor, P Barnes, Highway Star. Who else is here this morning? My producer, ladies and gentlemen, put an I love Salacious in the chat. Good morning, Little Chihuahua, P Barnes, Methodist Dave. What's up? Good morning, Rash family. Big hugs to everybody. Yes, that's what we love, starting our day with hugs. Zurzu Zyquin, what's up, Zurzu? Yay. Oh man, what's up? Methodist Dave. Oh, by the way, I loved your Ironton Auditor video. In fact, maybe I'll show that here today because that was brilliant. Let's see. Salacious, Methodist Dave, Highway Star, Carl's Order of the Squirrels. Yeah, what's up? That's the Methodist Dave, Nancy March show. Who else is here? Let's see. Chris Kelling, what's up? Buenos dias. Estoy muy cansado. All right. Yeah, mucho bueno. Hola, ¿cómo está, amigo? Welcome, welcome. Let's see, P Barnes, Salacious, Chris Kelling, Carl's Word of the Squirrel. Scott Ammo's here. What's up, Scott? All right, Chris Kelling, Little Chihuahua, Carl's Word of the Squirrels, Highway Star, Vestige of Peace. What's up? Scott Ammo, Chris Kelling, Edie Marie. What's up? Good morning, Hez, and I'll remember to hit that like button and thank the hardworking mods. Yes. I'll give you a round of applause for that one. Gina Lehue. What's up, Gina Lehue? What's up? How's it going? Welcome to the show. Let's see who else is here. Peck from Australia. Yes, yes. The one and only Outback Steakhouse. What's up, dude? Danny, what's up? Great to see you. Good to have you here as always. Let's see. Vestige of Peace. Chris Kelling. Gina. Oh, Dave Perillo Jr. is here. Good morning. Hoping y'all had an awesome weekend. Yeah, why not? King Stew 2000. What's up? Let's see. Who else? Vestige of Peace. Chris Kelling. Edie Marie. P. Barnes. Salacious. Highway Star. Let's see. Who else is here? Grandpa's was first. Highway Star, Salacious, Chris Kelling. Oh, Texas Tim. What's up, Texas? Good to see you. Let's see. Pete Barnes, Vestige of Peace, Stefan St. German, Gina Lehue, Edie Marie, Danny, Devos Nation's in the house. What's up, Devos? Good to see you. Thank you for your support last night on Broken Systems channel, by the way. Let's see. Highway Star, P. Barnes, Devos. Ladies and gentlemen, Maserati 5000 GT with a $10 super chat. And an I love Salacious. The Saturday show was great. Good morning, every hone. And here's your super duper super chat. Super duper happy dance. All right. Thank you very much. Nice. Let's see. Devos Nation, Texas Tim. Melissa, what's up? Hello. Yes, beautiful people indeed. I got the most beautiful fans, the best looking, the most awesomest. I love you guys. You guys make my day so much fun. Seriously, I love hanging out with you guys every day. Let's see. Devos Nation. $5 from Highway Star. Good morning, Hezokuai. This is for Little Chihuahua. So give me a Papa Lee dance. You got it. Hold on. We got to do it right. I said, one night I was laying down and I heard Mama Papa talking. And I heard Papa tell Mama, gotta let that boy boogie woogie because it's in him and it's got to come out. All All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And for anyone who doesn't know what that's a reference to, that is a great example of how the blues eventually became rock and roll, because it's a song by John Lee Hooker. It's an old blues tune. And if you listen to the words, basically it's a song about he wasn't allowed to go out and go dancing at night, but he didn't care that he wasn't allowed to go out and go dance, and he did it anyway. Now it's like, oh well, that could be bad or whatever. But the point is how the blues eventually led to rock and roll. What's a more rock and roll attitude than that? I can't go out and dance. All right, fine. Go to sleep. Bye. Sneak out and go out and dance. I'm gonna do it anyway. Like it ain't hurting nobody. I'm just dancing. Like that's such a rock and roll attitude. So you can see when you look at songs like that how eventually it led to what became rock and roll. Um, so yeah, ZZ Top. Um, in fact, let's see, moving around that Texas town, Lagrange is basically a takeoff on that same riff as well by ZZ Top. Anyway, uh, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, what a weekend! Oh my goodness! So the Saturday show was great. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Crack was a great guest. Round of applause for Professor Crack. He was so good on Saturday. Like I was impressed, and so was Cupcake. We were like, wow, he's great. Um, I mean, not that I wasn't expecting him to be good or anything, but when you have someone like, for example, like Tones Overthinks It, right? When we had him as a guest, or Blackheart Night, right? These people who put out all these tons of videos and you've been watching them for years and you really know what they're all about and this and that. What's Roisin? What's up? But Professor Crack's still kind of new, so I wasn't, I'm familiar with his work, but there's a limited amount there to be familiar with. So I wasn't sure where I was going to stand with him directly. We didn't have like a pre-production meeting or anything, so I never really had time to sit and talk to him too much. So I wasn't sure what to expect, but wow, did it turn out great. He was a great guest. Another round of applause for Professor Pratt. Thank you. So Saturday show turned out great. I had a good time. I ended up going over 4 hours, even though for anyone who watched the show, at one point there was what's up, Colrack? I didn't say hi to you earlier. At one point there was a huge thunderstorm outside, and I lost power, and the stream got shut down. But then the power kicked back on like within a minute, and then I was able to get back on the air and finish up the show. But it was amazing. It was an interesting show. It was a good show, and I had a good time. And thank you all who were there for joining us. So yesterday, Unclean Hands in the house was up. I'm going to say it again now that he's here, and to make sure everyone understands. The other day, just in case any of you didn't know, the other day, I don't think, in fact, I think it was Saturday, so probably didn't say it on the morning show at all. So the other day, I go outside and there's a box sitting out in front of my house, wrapped in duct tape like it's got a nuclear warhead in it. So after practically cutting my fingers off trying to slice through all the duct tape to get into the box, it's a box from Unclean Hands. And inside of it was this beautiful microphone. Awesome, fantastic. I've tested it out. It works great. It's perfect. I just set all this stuff up, and it's a completely different type of setup I have going on here, like USB versus 3/4 or 3.5 millimeter and all that. So I still have to integrate this into what I've got going, but it's awesome. This is a great microphone, so I can't wait to finally get that all integrated into my system. But he also gave me new computer speakers. They were just in there, and he gives me this adjustable camera stand And most importantly, the ultimate tool to use against these douche canoes, a hardcover copy of the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, and Articles of Confederation. Ladies and gentlemen, unclean hands is the menchiest mensch to ever mensch. I don't know if he's part of the Goyim, but I am, so it all works out. But yes, that round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for unclean hands. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Love it. Love it. Love it. Anyway, yeah, it's a great microphone. The whole like I'm really excited to finally get it working. Well, again, I got it working, but to integrate it into what the thing is, my soundboard. Um, I told you guys I bought the cheapest damn soundboard I could find. I didn't even know that. I honestly had no idea until I got this microphone. There's no damn USB ports in here, not one. So that's what I'm saying. I gotta like get an adapter or something, or figure out how to integrate that microphone into what I got now. Or I could just go straight, but then I won't have all my fancy pants. Let me tell you something. All right, that reminds me. Let's all read the First Amendment together, shall we? And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Hezokuai Morning Show, Rise and Shine with Hezokuai, proudly presents a reading from the Constitution of the United States of America, Amendment 1 to the Constitution. Hold on, hold on. Here we go. The First Amendment. Let's read this out loud for everyone to make sure that we're all on the same page. The First Amendment to the Constitution. Amendment 1. Wait, that's the preamble. Here we go. The First Amendment, right there. Amendment 1. Freedom of religion, press, and expression. Ratified on December 15th, 1791. The First Amendment. If you own a camera, you could do whatever the hell you want, whenever the hell you want, with zero consequences. The First Amendment, ladies and gentlemen. And so that being said, oh man. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Katie said, that's the problem. This thing you're talking about, this is like a regular microphone, like they use in bands, like for rock and roll. Like, see, it's one of these with the 3 prongs that you plug into the bottom. And then the other end is just a 3/4, just a male 3/4. And it's the mic that came with the soundboard. So it's just got the regular 3/4 slot, the old school male to female. Boom. So yeah, but the microphone I got from Unclean, I just plugged it here. I mean, I can. I'd have to find the. Because I plug it directly into the computer and it works great. It's beautiful. I recorded myself so I could listen back to the sound quality, and the sound quality is fantastic. Mwah. It's actually this microphone. The other end actually is 3.5 millimeters. So whatever. But it's all good, and I'm very, very glad. Thank you so much, Unclean, for the stuff. It's I appreciate it a lot. Like, you have no idea, because ultimately I do want to upgrade what I have here. And when I do, I already got the microphone. I don't have to worry about getting one. I got one. Beautiful. Thank you very much. And so, that being said, oh boy, where to begin? So we were talking about this weekend. So you know how sometimes, like, you get in a situation and you're talking to somebody, and then like later on, like maybe a couple hours later, or maybe the next day, you'll think, "Oh man, I should have said this," or you come up with a clever response or a witty retort that you didn't think of on the spot, and it's like, "Oh, it's too late now." Um, well, here's what happened. I have this platform, so when that happens to me, I could come on here and say the thing that I wish I would have said before. So that's good. That's good. Yesterday, I was on. Um, okay, there was actually a lot because Sunday is usually the day that I don't do anything with the show or the internet or blah blah blah. But maybe like I'll check my email or whatever just to see. And it turned out there was all kinds of insanity happening. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute, let's see where are we at. So number one, um, apparently, for those of you who were here and saw it, there was a takedown exposing frauditors was in my chat, and then forgiving Jerry, good friend of the channel. You guys have seen him up here on panel with me 100 times, no problem, everything's good. But um, apparently, it's a whole thing. I don't want to get into all of it, but apparently there's some kind of beef going on between him and takedown exposing frauditors, and then I got invited on the takedown show to talk about, and it's one of the videos I'm going to show today, to talk about this frauditor, the one that throws himself to the floor and then pretends that he's got broken bones and dislocated shoulders and all this nonsense. I'm fine, Carl. How are you? Kova 42, what's up? Um, so anyway, why is he asking, am I okay? Did I say or do something weird, or do I look weird? I was just telling a story. Anyway, um, so I got invited on the Takedown show to talk about the frauditor idiot that was faking his injuries. But apparently Jerry was in the chat on Takedown's channel, and because he he timed out Takedown on my channel, and now I was on Takedown's channel, and he was in the chat. Apparently it became like this big thing. And me, I'm just like, I just came here to talk about this idiot who's faking his injuries when he threw himself to the floor and blamed the security guard. Like, what? I don't even know what the hell you guys are talking about. So then, there was this whole string of emails and all this stuff going on with all that. But anyway, so that's how Sunday started. It was me going up there and all that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But then, so now I find at that point I found myself I'm in this. I'm in YouTube. Like I said, Sundays are the day that I usually try to stay away from YouTube. But I just, came up for that, and then next thing I know, everyone's doing their thing. So I saw that BSBT was live and that they were talking to Juan Galt. So I'm like, oh, I gotta see this. So I go in there and I'm watching this, and I want to make sure that I make something absolutely clear. I did not. It there wasn't anything wrong. I thought with like Juan Galt and the way he was handling the situation in general. Like that, I felt like I needed to like get in there and say something, But it was more of like it. It looked to me. It just felt like it was like 3-on-1. Like People was in there, Broken System was in there, this other dude was in there, and so I was like, and because I know Broken System, and I know if I want to come up on his stream, he'll let me up. So I decided to go up there to kind of balance it out a little bit. Have two on our end and then three on the other end is better than 3-on-1. So I went up there and I started talking and debating with this guy, and it actually went well. It actually went well because I'm sure you guys are aware one of the reasons I try to avoid those types of discussions is because it usually devolves into a shit show. But it turned out, yeah, Debos was there. He saw the whole thing. He was commenting about it. Um, but it turned out all right. But like I say, afterwards, I started thinking, and there were a couple times where I'm like, oh man, that was the perfect opportunity for me to say this. And I didn't. So I'm going to say it now. A lot of things came up during the discussion. One of the things that I think it was people was saying about how, like, he was like, well, you don't understand. Like, when people who work for the public, like anyone who work, okay, I got to be careful how I phrase this just because his screen name is people. If you're not following what I'm saying, like if you're not familiar with the guy, his screen name is people. So when I say people referring to him as opposed to people referring to people in general. So I have to try it just so it doesn't get too confusing. So people is talking about individuals who are public servants who work in a public capacity are nothing but rude and condescending, all of them to all customers at all times. And that's why they walk into these buildings filming so they could catch these horrible, rotten, no good, rude, disingenuous, public servants being rude and terrible to their customers. Although I've never seen the video where they show that. It's always a video where they show the people who work there saying, "Dude, why are you filming me? Please stop." Um anyway, so he makes that point. And then a few minutes later, he's talking about how, well, if I'm filming and someone doesn't like it, me filming doesn't control somebody else's feelings. Me filming doesn't, I, as a human being, cannot force another human being to feel something. I mean, what I do literally has no bearing on how someone else feels about what I do. That's their hang up. Well, wait a minute. And this is what I wish I would have said at the time, but I didn't. I didn't. Wait, what is going on, Carl? Why do you keep asking that? Am I like not on the air or something? Is there veins sticking out of my forehead that don't belong there? Why do you keep asking if I'm okay? Am I saying something wrong? What the hell's going on? Anyway, this chat's getting weird on me. Anyway, I'm hoping that there's not something like wrong with my microphone or with the broadcast or something. Do I not look right? How about this? Olay. I don't know. Um, I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. I know what it. I got you. I figured. I got you. Is that better? All right. All right. Now we're talking. So anyway, uh, anyway, um, so I'm talking to this guy and he says like, there's no possible way that anyone's. What's up, Just Jenny? There's absolutely no possible way that anyone's uh, actions could force someone else to feel something. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, I'm addressing it from the idea of, well, you got to be an idiot. Like, you really legitimately have to be an idiot to not comprehend that people will have an emotional reaction to your actions towards them. Like, how could they not? How could they not know that? How could they not? Carl, will someone please tell Carl to hit reload? I bet you $50 that he just has to hit reload on his live stream. I bet you that's what he's talking about. Because sometimes that'll happen if you're in a live stream and then it goes live, it'll stay on the window with the thumbnail. I bet you that's what's happening to him right now. Yeah, Scott. Yeah, I think that's what all this is about. I think he just has to click reload on the live stream. So anyway, took us half an hour to sort that out. So this guy, people is saying this, but I'm thinking now or afterwards, like what I should have said was, tying it back to what he was just talking about. If your contention is that if you act a certain way towards someone, if you say a certain thing to someone, and that elicits in that person an emotional response, or as the kids say nowadays, if I say or do something that makes you feel some kind of way, his contention is that's not my fault. Even though, again, you have to be an idiot not to know that, if you walk up to an old lady and say, hey, you stupid cunt, go die in a ditch, you got to be absolutely mentally insane or a complete idiot not to realize that that's going to cause a negative emotional response from that person. I'm supposed to believe that these guys don't know that, right? And therefore don't do it on purpose. But anyway, that was, the direction I went with the argument. But afterwards, when I thought about it, what I should have done was I should have tied it back to what he was saying earlier, which his whole point was, I walk into somewhere and the people who work there are just so mean to me and so rude to me and all that, that's why we have to go in there and film to catch them being rude and condescending and all that. Wait a minute. You just said now that if you say something and somebody else feels a certain kind of way, that's their problem, not yours. So if you walk into a building and the lady who works there says something to you and you feel some kind of way about it, how is that her fault? How does that mean she's not doing her job? How does that mean that she needs to be filmed whether she likes it or not so that you can expose her for making you feel some kind of way? But now your argument is you have no control over how other people feel. If you make them feel some kind of way, it's not your fault. But if they make someone feel some kind of way, that is their fault. Pick a choose. You can't have it both ways, douche canoe. Anyway, I didn't say that. What I actually said, I think, was something like, oh. Oh. The creepy Frauditors channel, the Audit Strikes Back, lives about 100 miles from me. Just posted a video of himself in the DMV. The people there handed him his ass. Yes, they did. That video was great. In fact, we're going to talk about him in a minute. We're going to show Unclean Hands did a breakdown of his medical records that he posted to prove the intense and insane damage that was done to him. It's hilarious. But before we show that, real quick, $4.99 from Just Jenny. She said, do unto others. That is a fact. Ladies and gentlemen, the golden rule. Happy dance for the golden rule and for Just Jenny. All right. All right. Thank you. Let me tell you guys something, too. This is how popular the happy dance has gotten. Last night, while I was on Broken System, Broken Trust stream, every time he got a super chat, he asked me if I'd be so kind as to give him a happy dance. Like, even they love the happy dance. Everybody loves the happy dance. Round of applause for the happy dance. Anyway. So let's since somebody mentioned it, let's get right into it. The new Unclean Hands video regarding the Audit Strikes Back. This is great stuff. Digging deep into the stupidity of this guy. Let's take a look, shall we?
Hey guys, we've got a medical report from the guy that insisted that the security guard threw him down, put a knee in his back, and George Floyded him. Well, I'm going to show you and read exactly what that medical report says. You have to remember that this medical report is what he told them happened. It's not what they diagnosed. Okay, here we go. All right, looks like he went there on 5/16/2023. He's got his name. Pain in left shoulder was his complaint, uncomplicated. And they told him, put an ice pack on it every 10 to 15 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Your condition worsens, receive another evaluation, come to the emergency room immediately, and all that stuff they always tell you. We'll arrange for follow-up care, follow-up. But the highlighted part, instructions, Toradol 60 milligrams given at the clinic at 2:50 p.m., ibuprofen every 6 to 8 hours, Tylenol every 4 to 6 hours is needed. Wear sling until images are known. So they don't know what the images are going to reveal yet. Now, right under that, the same page here, X-ray orders provided today. Please take to Mercy Primary Care across the parking lot. That means he has to go someplace else to get the X-rays evaluated. The clinic will call you with results. He never gives the actual results. Differential DX, this is what he says is wrong with him. Unspecified dislocation of unspecified shoulder joint. So he doesn't know which shoulder is dislocated. Initial encounter. Second DX, unspecified fracture of upper end of left humerus. Initial encounter for closed fracture. Assault by other bodily force. Initial encounter, whatever, in the code. So this is what he's telling them happened. This is not his diagnosis. This is not the results of his x-ray. This is all what he told them happened. That's all it is. So no proof, nothing. Now, what I say about what it says is my own opinion. I am not an x-ray technician. I'm not a physician. I'm not a medical professional. So I don't know for sure, but it reads to me like he told them all these lists of complaints that are unspecified. They told him they'd send him the results of the x-ray later, and that's pretty much what it is. It's just his complaint. It's not proof that they dislocated his shoulder or anything like that. That's just what he told them. If I'm wrong, somebody will let me know in the comments if you're a medical professional and know how to read a x-ray, I guess. Anyway, yeah, it's all stupid. This guy's just trying to build a lawsuit. He did everything on cue, just like Rogue Nation does it. Does his fake fall, and he throws himself on the floor. And we've seen an old man do it once. I had a video of an old man that did that. It was stupid, and this guy's just as stupid as those two are. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Bye.
Let me tell you.
All right, hold on real quick. Before we show the final seconds of the video where he actually shows the interaction, I want to respond to the last thing Unclean Hand said there, because I'm not a doctor or an x-ray technician too, but I did work as a ultrasound technician for a while. So I have seen a lot of these papers and I do know how to read them. And those were his discharge papers. Yes, they are literally. He goes in there, he says, "Hey, my arm hurts. Really, really, really super bad. I think I have broken bones." And they're like, okay, here. So they give him the tramadol because he's complaining about having all this horrible pain. And, you can't tell someone they're not in pain. So they give him the medicine, and then they order him to get x-rays to see if there's anything wrong. That's what the paper was. Yes, you were right. That's what that paper was. If it's ordering him to get an x-ray, that means there wasn't an x-ray done yet. And the fact that he's filming himself sitting around with a sling that you could go to the Walmart, right? Walmart too, but you could go to Walgreens right now or any drugstore and buy a sling. That doesn't mean anything. He's sitting wearing a sling in the hospital. See, here's proof that this guy tried to kill me. I'm sitting in the hospital with a sling. Yeah, but there's no cast. And there's no doctor. There's just you in a hospital. I could walk into a hospital with a sling and then pull out my camera and say, "Oh, see, guys, I'm in the hospital. I'm hurt." Oh, it's nonsensical garbage. Crap. Poo-poo, caca sauce.
something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Stop. You need to let me talk.
Hey, get your hands off me! Ow!
Yep, there it is. The guy touches him, so he throws himself to the floor. Oh, those horrible evil tyrants. What's up, Rube? Yeah, so the disingenuousness and the lies and the nonsense that these people try to put together, and they're always trying to sell it like they're some big, huge warrior for freedom and rights and all this. It's nonsense, you know? And again, like I was saying last night when I was on Broken System, Broken Trust channel, what's up, Welsh? They try to talk like you can't talk to them because they don't want to hear it, you know? And in fact, this was one of the things that I kept seeing yesterday that made me so frustrated, that made me want to get in there and talk as well. Oh, but first of all, before I get into that, we got $5 from Just Jenny. He probably never even went in for the x-ray because of his insurance. That's probably exactly right. Anyway, here's your happy dance. All right, thank you so much. Rogue Nation was a better actor. Excuse me, sir. Oh, get your hands off me. Oh. And here's the thing. First of all, obviously, his wounds were nowhere near as bad as he said. They were dislocated shoulder, broken femur, all this, whatever he's saying. But the fact of the matter is, even if he did get hurt, you throw yourself to the floor. It's not my fault you don't know how to take a bump. But, I mean, he did it to himself. Oh, boy. And then the fact that, like, even if, and I've said this from when it first happened, because when you look at the footage, oh, and by the way, we got a gifted membership from Danny. All right. Happy dance for Danny. All right. Thank you very much. Even if it was, even if there was something to it, it's not just the fact that he did it to himself. Wait a minute. Did I already get another gifted membership from Danny? Wow. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah. Snafu the Great's in the house. What's up? So the dude is not just trying to sell this. Another gifted membership from Danny. Holy cow. Thank you so much, Danny. Look at this. This is amazing. Here's your third happy dance. All right. All right. And you know what? You're going to get a double trouble because you're awesome. All right. Thank you so much. And then we got some pounds, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just waiting for it to pop up because I know there's a delay, but it looks like we got another 5 pounds from Welsh. Oh, gotta love the Welsh News Network. And I want to put it on screen. There it is. $5 from Welsh News Network. 5 pounds. That's even more than $5. Tina Slavers. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious me. All right. Yeah, that's. Oh boy. Yeah, we don't like that. But we do like your happy dance. All right. All right. Thank you. Yeah, there's a whole freaking rabbit hole of nonsense going on with that whole situation and everything. Oh, yeah, I saw it. Anyway, Let's see, where are we at here? The audit strikes back as a faker. That's what we were talking about. Yes. Even if there was something, which there isn't, I said it, there isn't anything to it. But even if there was, when he says, hey, that guy put his knee in my back. Well, that's just absolutely flat out patently false. Just a straight up provable lie that goes against all the evidence. So even if your injuries were real, you caused them yourself by throwing yourself to the floor, and you straight up lied about him sticking his knee in your back. And then you said he George Floyded you. What the hell does that mean? Like, seriously, you're not dead. Nobody put their knee in your neck. The guy just touched you, got in a scuffle because you were going, and then you threw yourself to the floor. Again, it's not my fault. You don't know how to take a bump. Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. $1.99 when Turd Snurdly is defending the voodoo deadbeat. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. In case you guys didn't know, there's been an update to the News Now voodoo trial. I'm getting to that. Actually, I'm going to tell the story because I'm kind of getting to that anyway, so I'll get into it. But first of all, I owe Uncle Artie a double happy dance. All right. All right. Okay, so finishing up the tale of what happened to me yesterday. So after I got out of Broken System, Broken Trusts chat, going from dealing with all the drama that was going on with the whole thing with Takedown Exposing Frauditors and his chat and all of that, and then dealing with Broken System, Broken Trust and all that, after doing all that all day, I needed a drink. So I went to the bar. I went to Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity, and I told him. I paid my tab, and I told him, I said, look, I had a bad night, Artie. All right? Tonight, I need me some whiskey, and don't you give me the stuff you sell to customers. I want the good stuff. The stuff that has higher than 1% alcohol in it. Well, he gave me the crap, but still, what else do you expect? But while I was there, News Now Voodoo followed me. He showed up, and he demanded that Turd Snurdly be his lawyer in his trial for the back child support. And he agreed. Turd Snurdly actually just sent me his deposition this morning. So I'm going to use that to edit and finish the trial video. I think that's going to end up being the key, the missing piece. Because there was something, because to be honest, okay, obviously I'm talking about it in character, but the reality behind it is, even though I got a lot of other people involved, as I'm editing it, I kept finding that I play too many characters in it. It's like, you got me as the judge, you got me as the lawyer, you got me as Hezokuai, you got me as Alan Newcastle, you got me, and then a bit with Unclean Hands, and then a bit with, Blackheart Knight, and then a bit. So, like, I needed something to balance it out. And I think having Turd Snurdly as the lawyer is going to end up being the piece that was missing to the puzzle to finally get that video completed and out there for you guys. So here's to News Now Voodoo's trial footage and whether or not hopefully his guilty verdict. All right. Maybe even after I premiere the video, I'll put a poll and have you guys be the jury and you vote guilty or not guilty. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if candidate number 8's going to pardon him. I doubt it. But it's okay because Danny gifted another membership. Holy cowabunga sauce. Let's get a happy dance for Danny again. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. By the way, Care Bear's in the house. What's up? Oh, Baby Voodoo's watching. He's keeping up. He's doing his due diligence to get ready for the trial. I don't know, man. I hope you have good representation. You're going to be dealing with Turd Snurdly. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. That's almost like having Chili as a lawyer. It's like a guaranteed win. Whoever's going against Turd, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Anyway, so that all being said, let's take a deep breath, relax, and watch a new Van Balian video. Well, actually, before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, I got some Canadian cash coming. Ladies and gentlemen, 220 Canadian from Stefan St. Germain. All right, the biggest trial since OJ. That's right. This is going to be crazy. All right. Thank you so very much. When's the trial video coming out? When I'm done editing it. And finalizing it and uploading it and all the nonsense you have to go through to get a video done. But it will be soon, believe me. Like I said, I was almost done editing it, but I felt something was missing. But now that I got the Turd Snurdly footage, I think that's gonna be the missing piece. Hopefully, it'll be perfect after that. It's added. Van Balian, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a video called "If You Don't Step Out Under Your Own Free Will, We'll Have to Break the Glass on Your Truck" by Van Balian. All right.
Don't step out on your own free will, we'll have to break the glass on your truck to get you out. Do you understand me?
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we head to Gem County, Idaho, where a sovereign citizen believes he can speed with impunity and drive on an indefinitely suspended license because he supposedly doesn't contract with the state. Unfortunately for him, Gem County sheriff's deputies do not entertain this sovereign citizen nonsense and give him two choices: either step out of the vehicle or we'll bust out your window and pull you out. So let's see which option he goes with.
Sir, I need you to step out. You're making it worse for yourself.
I'm not stepping out of the vehicle.
Right now.
I'm not stepping out of the vehicle. I haven't committed any crime. You're harassing me with the rest of your cohorts. You've been harassing me.
I've been harassing. I don't know who you are. You want to do
Exactly.
I like how he says the word exactly, like the deputy made his point for him, when the fact that the deputy, not knowing who this guy is, debunks that nonsense. Even if it was, it's still not harassment because you're driving on a suspended license, so you shouldn't even be on the road in the first place to be caught speeding. Unbelievable. Anyway, back to the lunacy.
Because I haven't committed a crime. That's a secondary offense. I haven't committed a crime.
I don't know what you're talking about, secondary offense, because he's...
In order for you to ID me, I have to have committed a crime.
Well, what do you think speeding laws are? They're not mere suggestions. Speed limits aren't there for advice. They are laws. Look, you can play these semantic word games all day long, but the bottom line is speeding is against the law, and seeing as you're driving while you're doing it, that gives this deputy all the probable cause he needs to pull you over and ask for your details.
I need you to step out of the vehicle.
Sir, that's not happening. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't broken the law.
Either way, okay?
Oh, I know.
So,
It's all on camera. It's all going to be on camera. I fucking cannot believe this fucking shit.
you could have made it easier on yourself just by IDing you, but you didn't.
I haven't done anything to ID myself. I haven't committed a crime. Okay?
Do you have a driver's license?
No, I don't. No, it's indefinitely suspended, okay? And you know what that means? It means I don't have a contract with you guys, which means you guys do not have a right to fuck with me, which means I don't have a right, I don't have to,
You're suspended, which means
no, indefinitely, which means I don't have a contract with you guys, which means I don't have a contract.
Yeah, translation. My license got suspended. I looked for ways to resolve it, but Google recommended SovSit websites and YouTube recommended SovSit videos. And the rest they say is history.
You ran my plates, right? What's it say? Oh, you didn't run my plates? You just pulled me over without running my plates, right?
I told you why I stopped you, okay?
Which is a lie. Which is a lie. I just came around the corner when I passed you. So I was speeding then, huh? Okay. Is that your answer?
Well, he pulled you over, so yeah, I guess it is. Arguing about it at the side of the road isn't where you resolve this. That's why we have courts.
Okay, well, here he is, violating me, touching my property. Stop touching my truck.
You're gonna step out of the vehicle.
You're on camera, just so you know, Deppy. What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? Name and badge number. Come on, for the camera. Name and badge number. Oh, here they go. They're going to break into my truck.
Well, not if you comply with the law. Actually, all you have to do is unlock your car door and step out of the vehicle. On second thoughts, you're driving on a suspended license, so you don't really give a damn about the law.
Hey, what's going on, man?
I have a right to travel freely. I haven't broken the law. I shouldn't have to ID myself.
Hey, sir, just calm down, Ryan.
I have a right to travel freely.
Sir, you were driving. We need to see your ID.
I have a right to travel freely. He has no business to ID me.
Sir, do you have your last name's Olin, right?
He has no business to ID me.
Well, he does.
No, he don't. I hadn't committed any crime.
For the millionth time, yes, traveling is a right, but driving is a privilege. There is a big difference. And in Idaho specifically, a driver is defined as every person who drives or is in actual physical control of a vehicle. So yes, because he suspects you of speeding and driving on a suspended license, this deputy has every right to identify you.
I got plenty of lawsuits coming on you guys already, just so you know. You guys can join the party. Now there's only 6 of them here. Intimidating, threats, and coercion.
Oh, really? Intimidation, threats, and coercion? This coming from a guy who not 30 seconds ago threatened law enforcement with a frivolous lawsuit for simply doing their job correctly. Unbelievable. What a hypocrite this guy is.
So you're gonna have to
Under threats and duress.
because I don't want to damage your property to get you out.
What's that?
You need to unlock this door.
You need to let me go park my truck right back there.
That's not gonna happen. You need to unlock
Yeah.
this door.
Such bullshit. Here we go. There's only 6 of them deep.
They're 6 deep because of your behaviour, because you are refusing lawful orders. Plus, we didn't see it, but I would bet serious money that you're the reason they're here because you demanded to see a supervisor. Because you're a Karen. Soft sticks are Karens. They demand supervisors. That's what they do.
I've done nothing wrong.
Sir, I need you to unlock this door. I don't want to have to damage your property.
I've done nothing wrong.
Right, so now they give him an ultimatum. Step out of the vehicle or they break his window and pull him out. So let's see how smart he is.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain this to you. If you don't step out on your own free will, we'll have to break the glass on your truck to get you out. Do you understand me? Because I would rather not damage your
And why would you want to damage my property anyway?
and step out of the
Why would you want to damage my property anyway?
Are you listening to me at all?
Why would you want to damage my property anyway?
Because I have to get you out of the vehicle and you're free.
Oh, you have to get me out.
Yep.
Oh, fuck, man. You guys are so fucked, dude.
Step
Get the
out.
fuck off me, man.
Step out.
Jesus Christ.
So it turns out he was only slightly smarter than the average soft sit by choosing to step out of his truck before they busted his window. Never mind, there's always a next time. And it looks like they probably charged him with resisting arrest also, because in part 2, which is only 13 seconds long, he complains about just that.
Have I ever resisted you guys? Give me a fucking break. You don't need to fucking yank on my gun, you fucking shit.
And there we have it. Another sovereign citizen gets awarded a pair of silver bracelets and free bed and board at the Grey Bar Hotel. Link to the original video is in the description. Right, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave me a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your continued support. Right, take care all, and I will catch you in the next video.
All right. Van Balian always with another banger. Love Van Balian. Another round of applause for Van Balian. Yeah, Van Balian's awesome. See, this whole thing with the sovereign citizen thing kind of brings up, again, some of the things that I didn't really get an opportunity to talk about too much yesterday when I was having the debate on Broken Systems channel. See, part of the issue when talking to these guys, too, and this is one of the things that drives me nuts about trying to talk to them is, yeah, and I mean, this kind of is true in any real debate type of situation. You only get a certain amount of time, right? So, like, for example, near the end, they were bringing up the idea of jury nullification. And it was like, I was trying to explain a complex idea like jury nullification isn't something that you could really sum up in just a couple sentences. Like it's a deeper thing than that. And at the time, even Juan Galt like came in and was like, well, but there's also this, it's like, right, exactly. But they want everything to come down to, no, I didn't debate BSBT, but I was a debate on BSBT's channel. Well, I guess I did eventually. It got down eventually to the majority of the conversation actually ended up being me and People. I don't know if you know People. He's always on there. His screen name is People. Anyway, most of the conversation ended up being between me and him. It wasn't a bad conversation at all. What happened was they were debating Juan Galt. And I was sitting there watching it, and I've told the story earlier, but obviously, you just got here. So for anyone who's just joining, doesn't know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, BSBT, and I forget the other dude's name, but he's somebody that, he's the guy that just recently a video came out where he put both his hands in the window, and he's like, I don't have to ID. I don't know why you guys want, he was pulling the sovereign citizen card. And then he got all mad at Juan Galt for calling him a sovereign citizen in the video. That's why he was there. He was debating Juan Galt over, like, how dare you call me a sovereign citizen? As it turns out, and this is kind of like what I figured out when I got on there and started talking to the guy, is that what happens, it seems to me that this dude seriously, like legitimately, doesn't know or understand. This is actually hilarious. I'm not a person. Jury nullification, where the jury thinks you're guilty, but believing it's an unjust law, votes not guilty. Thank you. Thank you very much. See, you can sum it up very simply and quickly. Here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you. The actual question was at the time yesterday, because yes, that's right. You can just explain that easily. But the actual question was, and it was my answer that I couldn't just explain in one sentence, but they they attacked me when I didn't. And that's when Juan Galt was like, okay, wait, this is, because Juan Galt understood what I was trying to explain. But what it is the question was when the court will not allow people to, like, for example, in the Darrell Brooks trial, when he was trying to tell the jury about jury nullification and the judge was telling him, no, you can't do that. So the question was, why is the court allowed to not tell the jury about jury nullification? So I was trying to explain that idea. And they wanted me to explain it in like just a couple words or just a couple seconds. And it's like, it's not that simple. I just started explaining it, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, so you're for your jury tampering and this and this." Like, no, I didn't say that. But they love to put words in people's mouths and twist words, and that's all part of their game. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. It was interesting. It was fun. But the point I was trying to make is this: the guy, like the main guy, who started the whole thing out by debating with Juan Galt. And you know what, dagnabbit, I keep talking about this and I keep forgetting his name, so I'm going to go look it up real quick. So while I do that, well, actually, wait, it should just take a second. Hold on, guys. Let's do some humming and thumbing and having a good time. Talking about how much we love Hezokuai. And don't forget to tell everyone how much you love Salacious too. And by the way, we both love all of you because you guys are the best fans in the world. It's true that you're the best in the world. You're the best in the world, all the boys and the girls and everyone in my chat. John Falax. That's his name. Yeah. Oh, now Debos is like, you didn't have to look it up here. You can't explain anything to these numbskulls. Anyway, it turns out after listening to the whole debate and debating it myself, either he's very good at lying, which I wouldn't put past anyone on that side, or he really, seriously, honestly, and truly has no idea that all of the ideas that he's espousing come from the sovereign citizen philosophy. What's up, holding my groin? Because, like, whenever I would bring up something about the sovereign citizens, or when Juan Galt would bring up something, because he knows, why do you keep calling me a sovereign citizen? In the dictionary, a sovereign means this, and citizen means that. It's like, yeah, but we're not you. So he's like, oh, so you guys just made, oh, big hugs. All right, thank you. We love big hugs. So, anyway, Juan Galt and I both are trying to explain to him. It's like, no, you don't understand. Because he's saying you guys just make up your own definitions of words now. No, the sovereign citizen movement coined that phrase. They made up that definition to describe themselves. When you go back and look at the history of the sovereign citizen movement, they called themselves sovereign citizens. That's their term. We're using it in the way that they created it. But he was talking like he really, honestly, truly had no idea what we were talking about when we said that. So now I'm thinking maybe this guy really is someone who saw this stuff on the internet, not knowing the history behind it, and actually fell for it because he thought he was looking at actual legitimate case law and not sovereign citizen guru nonsense. So that's why I was able to actually kind of have a conversation with him and kind of, give him a little bit of a benefit of the doubt, because it's like, oh, maybe this guy really just doesn't know. Or maybe he does, and he's just a disingenuous douche canoe. Yeah. Anyway, so that happened. We got 80 people in here right now. Round of applause for all y'all. Best fans in the world. Hit that like button. Love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. Love spending our mornings together. So the next video I wanted to show is the newest Frauditor troll video. Whoa. Just because, why the heck not? Dagnabbit. So let's go ahead and take a look at what he's got going on. This is called Frauditor Husband Sentenced to 15 years in Prison. All right.
In today's video, we'll be taking a look at the case of Enrique Nerio Vielma, which is Acura Amanda's husband, and we'll be taking a look at the sentence he got for horrible crimes. Now, there's a few things I want to talk about before we even get started with the video. Some people have messaged me and said, well, why are you exposing Akira Amanda's real name and her criminal history and so on? This is what we do on this channel. We expose criminals that disguise themselves as frauditors. The difference between us and the frauditors is that we don't dox their address. We're just putting out their criminal history alongside with their name.
Okay, now that right there is extremely important. And this is one of the main reasons why I wanted to go over this a little bit. I try to keep the show here light and not get too much into all the drama that's going on behind the scenes and all this other stuff. But there's been a lot of arguing back and forth in the community about the whole doxing thing and all that. And I have always stood firm on the idea that I am absolutely against doxing, period. It'll never happen on this channel. The closest I ever came was one time somebody a few months ago who won the raffle was in the chat asking about when I'm going to mail out their stuff. And I actually had their package right here. So I grabbed it and my fingers were covering up their name and address. But that's the closest I ever came to even accidentally doxing, was if I had grabbed it the wrong way, you would have saw their information. And that would have been an accident, and I would never do that. Actually, here's a better, more realistic kind of example. Because, you know, envelopes have writing on them, right? So it would be like, see, my hand covers up the address, right? Like that kind of a thing. Are you saying I can't post your address on YouTube? Please don't. I'm completely and totally against doxing. So a lot of people have been attacking Frauditor Troll over doxing. So this is him addressing that. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to show it, is so that we could all be on the same page of understanding his reasoning, his logical reasoning behind what he's doing. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the important stuff. 220 Canadian from Stefan, your doxing news now voodoo every day. That's right. His name and address is the pits of hell. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I love you guys. You're the best. But we know where you live. Yes, you do. And so does a lot of people have my address, actually, but they're all people I trust or they wouldn't have it. In the old days, the only person who had my address was Kick. That was going on for a long time. He's logicaling. I like that, Zerzu. I like that a lot. Isn't that all public information anyway? Well, you know what, Just Jenny? I think that is the point that Frauditor Troll is trying to make here, is that the information that he keeps getting hollered at for doxing is public information. And these guys love to expose people's public information. That's a huge part of what they do as frauditors is, well, your name and salary and how many hours you work a week and your medical benefits, that's all public information. So I should be able to get that and post that on my channel. Like, well, your criminal history is also public information. So I get it. Although I personally do not even like, I don't necessarily believe in what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? I don't think like, well, if they dox, that makes it okay for you to dox, because that seems to be a lot of the people's idea behind it, right? To me, it's more like, I'm not going to stoop to their level. That's kind of like how I look at it. But again, that's for me. I would never do it. I'm against it. But whatever. You know what? I was just thinking about something because I noticed once again that Zerzu is here, and I liked Zerzu Zyquin's new video so much that maybe I'll just skip ahead and show that next because it's pretty freaking awesome. For those of you who know, well, you know what? In the video, he explains what's going on though. But you guys, you gotta know and you gotta understand before it starts so you don't freak out. Ironton Auditor is a friend of this channel and a supporter of this channel, and it's all in good fun. So that being said, I don't want to, give away. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? It's 8:20. It's time. Cupcake, I know you're watching at home. Here's your happy dance. All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy dance for Frauditor News Network. All right, double trouble, just in case you missed it, hon. Here you go. All right, thank you. Yes. All right. So let's get into a fun video, ladies and gentlemen. Zerzu Zyquin's Ironton Auditor video. Yay!
Hello, my name is Zerzu Zyquin and welcome to my channel. Today's video gives me an opportunity to address a topic that needs to be addressed. Content creators get in odd arguments. Now, often you will find that the viewers of the content creators and other content creators also get involved in these arguments. Now, I understand that close connections can very easily be formed on these channels, and everybody has an opinion and has a right to speak their opinion. But sometimes you will find that after you've spoke your opinion, you are then held up to your opinion for a long time to come. Now, I would recommend staying away from these arguments. And the reason why I would recommend that is because, well, unless it personally involves you, or you want to be personally involved, you probably shouldn't get involved. I know several people who have gotten involved in arguments like this, and when the content creators ended up making up, they were kind of left out in the dry on both ends. Now, why this is because when the content creators are making up, they're not worried about cleaning up your mess. They're worried about making up and cleaning up their problems. And they most certainly can't be bothered going around correcting all the problems that you have created for yourself by getting involved in their conversation. Now, content creators don't always make up. Sometimes you will find that one of those content creators is a very dirty content creator. We will take an incident such as Virgo Triad. Let's say you were a person that stood up for Virgo Triad. Well, unfortunately, you would still hold up to that today. Even if you came to the realization that Virgo Triad was a thief who stole from just about everybody in the community, you would still have to stand up for your words and explain them. You may be able to explain your way out of it, but some people have not been able to. A lot of times you will find that is because that person crossed specific lines that they should not have crossed when sticking their nose in business that wasn't theirs. And that's about enough of that rant. Let's check out today's video. There are quite a few frauditors out there, and a lot of sovereign citizens. There's a handful of flat earthers left, but they seem to be growing. Now, we couldn't possibly cover every single one of these channels. And, I believe that gives confidence to some of these auditors. You may even see one on somebody's channel saying, "Hey, nobody ever does a video about me." Now, often you will find these auditors running around bragging about their small accomplishments. I think it develops in them a false sense of security that they are untouchable. Well, in reality, anybody can have a video made about them. All it takes is the right content creator at the right time to get interest in you. Well, today I don't think I will tell you right off who this auditor is. Maybe you can figure it out. I think you've seen him around here and there.
We're out with our local post office here in Ironton, so we'll get over here and see if they respect our First Amendment right to record in public.
Now let me ask you, did you get that from the same script all of the other auditors read from? I'm not kidding. Where exactly in the Constitution does it give you an exact right to record in public? Now I understand it's part of your freedom of speech, but where is that in the Constitution? That is what you just said.
Look for the cars here. So here is our post office.
Oh wow, a post office. That's one of those super secret rights removal programs, isn't it? I'm sure they got people tied up in the back, watching videos chained to a chair, brainwashing them to give up their rights.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't figured out yet, even though this video in itself, the video itself is a gag video, that is one of the best lines I have ever heard. Oh no, a post office? That's that place where they tie people up in the back and brainwash them into giving up their rights? Nailed it. I love that line. It's brilliant.
Walk around the building here. We'll go in here in a minute. I'll buy us a stamp. Some boxes out here just to drive up and be able to.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got $2 from Greg Jonick. Stop doxing News Now Voodoo, but tase him. All right. And just so you know, remember, for anyone who ever feels sorry for the little guy, just remember what he represents. If you start feeling sorry for him, start thinking about SGV News, Frickin' Media, NC Tyrant Hunter, Jam and Jet with a gifted membership. Here's your happy dance, Jam and Jet. All right, thank you. Anyway, Voodoo's about to get a good tasing, so just remember, like I was saying, you ever start feeling sorry for him, just remember what he represents. Think of all of the frauditors that you wish were getting tased right now. Brooklyn Audits and Eli and all the guys, you know, easy cameras out after knocking that woman out by punching her in the back of the head. That's what he represents. That's why he gets tased all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, since we've been talking a lot about News Now Voodoo's trial coming up, I'm actually going to use the gavel today. But this is a special, like Thor's hammer gavel. It's fused with electricity, so it'll still shock them. So here you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait. Who did that? Greg Jonick? Who are you? Hey, why are you getting Greg Jonick? Yeah, that's your name. Why do you want me to get tased? Who do you think you are? What are you, Blackheart Knight? All right, listen, buddy. Listen, pal. Here's the deal. I am going to find out where you live, and I'm going to audit your library. How do you like that, huh? How dare you tell it? He's not going to tase me. Watch. You're not going to do anything, Hez, right? Ouch! Oh, no! That hurt. I don't know, auditors. Stinky. Stupid. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do, huh?
Sorry about that. He's a douche canoe. What are you going to do? All right, here we go.
You drop your mail in really conveniently.
Let me finish that for you. Not go in and bother people. Now, why exactly are you going to take a walk around? You could have just walked right in the door there. Are you afraid that maybe they won't let you in there? And that you want to make this video a little bit longer? Because you know, a longer video generates more revenue, of course.
And I'm out here on the sidewalk walking around here.
Yeah, you already told us that, and you got some lunch money your wife gave you to buy a stamp with. Sure, she wanted some things for the house, but you got some ideas. You're going to make some YouTube cash.
And, we'll see what happens, if anything. I don't think a whole lot's going to happen now. I think that since we've already had Chile and friggin' media, Michigan Constitutional Crusader, you know, these guys have already been in here and I've already pretty much taught these people for me. You know, they kind of already did the job, and now I think they're, you know, I think everybody's aware now.
Man, what is that? The super list of disgusting people? And of course, you got the great idea to follow right along behind them.
I just left the library there just a few minutes ago and drove down here to the post office. And of course, you know, the library staff, they were pretty much not engaging me.
Well, you're a weirdo wobbling your camera around. What do you expect?
You know, I spoke and they spoke back, and that was about the end of that. I walked around there a bit, you know, well, you know, you'll see the video, but anyway.
Oh man, I don't know if I can handle that. I hope it's not as riveting as this.
They just, they're not wanting to engage, which is actually really good. You know, won't complain about it, I don't suppose. I'm not looking for an argument or a fight, and if I don't have to fight and argue, then that's even better. So.
Oh yeah, sure. I guess we got to take your word for it. No, of course they weren't wanting to fight and argue, but you know you were going in there to start trouble.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, a couple things. First of all, Maserati 5000 GT for $10. Case Baby Voodoo. I can't do that. Baby Voodoo is not currently here. He's see, here's the thing. His mommy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The whole thing with the News Now Voodoo story and how it's taken on a life of its own. And now there's other people involved too that are part of the story. And they're going along with it. It's great. I love it. But Baby Voodoo lives with his mommy. So he does that's one of the reasons they're going to trial, is to find out, you know, I mean, they obviously she has custody and he doesn't. But it's about the money he owes. So I don't have Baby Voodoo to tase. Do you want me to just tase him instead? No.
No, don't do that to me. Find the kid. Tase the hell out of that kid. I don't care about him. Just because he's my kid. Listen, yeah, you guys don't understand how much it hurts, okay? Getting tased is not fun for anyone but you. Because I have a camera, so I should be. Ah, shut up! No, I don't like that. There's no expectation of privacy in public. No. hippies chasing me all the time. Lucky damn hippies always getting me tased, whether I like it or not. You don't know what I have to go through, man. What? Ouch. Wow.
Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's fun. There he is. All right. Yeah, I knew he'd show up eventually to tell you all what's what. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, the Grandma Bob Show is here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Don't be a frauditor, you don't get tased. Don't break the law and you won't get in trouble. Oh my goodness gracious me. That's like the whole thing, like, don't drive without a license and then you won't get in trouble for driving without a license. Wow, what a concept.
Back of the post office here where everything comes in. We'll go walk inside and see if we can buy us a stamp.
Really? One stamp. Well, that's original.
Film inside a little bit.
Boring.
Hello, how you doing today? I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great.
Oh yeah, gotta try to get the public's attention somehow.
There's our old jailhouse. They tore most of it down, and we're going to tear it all down. And some of the citizens fought to have it saved as a historical site, but it's historical, but unfortunately it's just kind of in ruins and tattered there. I don't know what their plans are with that, or if they even have any plans for it. I've heard many rumors, but I don't have any facts on it. So I have to admit that I am completely ignorant.
Okay guys, mark this day on the calendar. It's the day that an auditor admitted that he was completely ignorant.
So here we go with the United States Post Office in Ironton, Ohio. Got your post office boxes.
I am shocked. Post office boxes in a post office. How dare they?
Your mail drops. Let's see. There's our map of the beautiful county of Lawrence. Ironton and vicinity, as it's called. You've got the Proctorville area and South Point and Chesapeake, all very, very small places. Some of them are not even cities. They're just still considered villages, just lucky enough to have their own zip code. So.
Oh, you weren't really interested in that map. You were looking for something that every frauditor looks for.
Another map of Ohio, the entire state. And what I don't see.
Wait for it.
Is what everybody talks about. It's poster 7. Maybe I missed it here.
Now, did I call that or what?
Ironton job posting. Information about jobs and filing taxes.
Careful, man. Don't say that word. You'll scare the other auditors.
I don't see the poster 7 here. Don't know if they even have one here. Maybe it'll be inside here. I don't know. So let's go see if we can get us a stamp.
And of course, you aim your camera directly at a citizen just trying to do business. What did he do to you? Isn't this government accountability?
Hey, all right, real quick, I want to say a couple things. First of all, welcome to everybody just joining us. I saw there were a few people who came in late, especially Dad farted. What did I miss? We started off, it's Monday. Everyone's, it's Monday. So it's kind of a lazy day a little bit. We're just having a little bit of fun, getting caught up with the stuff that happened over the weekend. One of the things I was talking about earlier in the show, and now that K-Fire's here, I want to mention it too, is that last night there was a debate going on Broken System, Broken Trust's channel, and I ended up going up there for a while. And at the very end, Broken System, Broken Trust says, does anyone have any last words before they leave? And I said, yeah, be nice to K-Fire. And Josh was like, no, it's him, it's not me, it's him. You know how he always does. But anyway, so I threw that in there, K-Far. But anyway, yeah, there hasn't been a lot of crazy news over the weekend, at least not that I'm aware of, when it comes to the auditor community and what they've been doing, or the sovereign citizens. So again, because it's Monday and, it's just kind of blah. And even out here right now, the weather's kind of blah, everything's kind of blah. So just, having some fun doing the show, throwing out a couple of happy dances, and the occasional News Now voodoo tasing. Trying to put everybody in a good mood and start your Monday off with a laugh. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because it was stapled to the car? I don't know. All right, fine. Back to the video. I got you. Yeah.
Let's see that again. Something tells me that guy thinks you're a weirdo. I think I'm going to skip forward a little bit. The excitement's just killing me.
There's famous poster 7.
Oh yeah, just wave your camera at it. Make sure nobody gets a chance to read it.
That's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, $5 from our resident Deep Purple fan, Highway Star. Oh, Tiny said Voodoo needs to get another tase for saying he's going to get Highway Star and his little dog, too. Uh-oh. No. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Here we go.
All right. Listen, Highway Star. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, man. Deep Purple is crap. Those guys can't play. They don't know nothing. What the hell is that crap? This is some guy screaming in Damn it, Hez.
Ain't nobody talking no trash about Deep Purple on my watch, boy. He deserves 6 more months of house arrest just for that. Hey, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We were just showing Zerzu's video about you. I'm sure you're familiar with it. So Robert Custos, hey. Oh no. Blackheart's here too. I tune in and there he is. Oh my goodness gracious me. Hey, Blackheart, what did you think of my Blackheart face reveal? It's gonna be that was a preview of what's gonna be part of the trial, but anyway, what if he gets a heart attack? Oh no, nobody would be able to tell the difference. Let's get back to the video. You guys make my morning so much fun.
How we doing today?
Help you?
Could I just get a stamp, please?
I'm sorry.
A stamp. I
One
apologize.
postage stamp?
Yes, ma'am.
sir.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Have a good day. Hold your card out, sir.
I
That
apologize.
canceled the transaction. Just a
I
moment.
apologize.
Just a moment.
Oh, great job. You pulled your card out and canceled the transaction.
Now put your card in, please. Just
I thought
leave
it said
in there,
remove it. Let me
please.
get my card.
Thank
My
you.
glasses on.
Back, and if you need cash back. Here you go, sir.
Thank you very much. I
you.
appreciate it. Y'all have a great
nice
day. And there you go. There is the Ironton Post Office. And like I said, I think everywhere in this town now, everyone is aware of what's legal, at least as far as being able to film anyway, you know. So anyway, guys, there's the first couple audits, the library and the post office. And so far, everybody's cordial. Everybody's, you know, happy enough, I suppose. I don't know if they're happy to see the camera, but they're sure not acting unhappy to me.
Okay, guys, I'm sure by now I've been yucking it up in the chat. This is Ironton Auditor. He's a good buddy of mine. The other day, he was in my chat and he made a comment about nobody ever makes fun of me. And immediately I asked, do you want me to? I'm sure you guys immediately had an idea of what was to come. By the way, go check out Ironton Auditor's channel. He's got a pretty good channel. As always, you guys are awesome. Thank you for watching my video. And remember, you don't have to be wise. Just don't submit to stupid. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
Ew. That guy at the end is gross. Anyway, so obviously that was a gag, but Edward, the legitimate answer to that question, in the Frauditor philosophy, the reason why it's important to always buy one stamp and to always like use a credit card or something like that is because they want digital transaction records that they could show so that if they ever end up in court, they can claim that they were there for legitimate business. Hey, look, I have a record on my debit card thing that I bought a stamp while I was there. So I actually was there for legitimate business. Now, that's old school. That was an old video. They don't really do that so much anymore because now they don't really care anymore. But in the old days, that was the original idea behind it, was you had to leave a paper trail so that you could make the excuse that you were there for legitimate business. That has changed because nowadays they claim that the fraud itself is legitimate business. So, oh, Blue Von, yes, absolutely. That's why it was like a gag. Ironton Auditor is one of the guys who started off. I mean, there's a few of them, right? Mark Stout, Who else? Big West, Ironton, people who started out on that side, but quickly learned what we already know. And, now Ironton Auditor still audits, but his audits are great because the way he audits is exactly the way that we always say, if you guys were doing this, we wouldn't be sitting here bitching about it. Doing what? Well, doing like what this guy does. And this is the thing. And, because Ironton's been a supporter of this channel, and I've been a supporter of his for a long time now. So I'm sure he already knows where I stand with what he does and how he's doing it. In fact, when I made my Frauditor iceberg video, he was at the top, above the water, like right on the surface. And then once you get below the water, that's when you start getting into the bad stuff. But yeah, I mean, he was above the water. He was right there. So, anyway, I use him as an example of whether or not I personally agree with the whole idea of doing it at all in general, when it comes to the people that I'm calling out, to the people that I'm here to expose, if they were all doing what he does, it wouldn't even be on my radar. I wouldn't even mention it. It wouldn't even come up. So it's all good. David's like, oh, come on. Ironton knows me too. We're just joking. Anyway, apparently, see this, let me tell you guys something. This is one of the things, like, there's a lot of different things that happen when you're a creator versus like when you're the fans watching it, right? And I think I've mentioned this before, but sometimes when I look at the chat, I get so confused because when people put emojis in StreamYard, I see this. I don't see the good vibes emoji. I see it written out, good vibes. So just try to imagine, like, from our point of view as a creator, like, I'm trying to read the chat and keep along, and every once in a while I'll see, like, wait, what? What the? Blackheart. I think Voodoo, because I'm still getting super chats. I think Voodoo blocked yours specifically because he knows you're going to put a super chat to tase him. Oh, no. Anyway, sorry, that was a joke. Well, if you're that desperate to send me money, you can always send it on PayPal. I'm not e-begging, I'm just saying. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's see, what else we got? Now, this one, I haven't watched this one yet, but it sounds interesting from the title, so I thought we'd watch it together. But before I play it, oh boy. All right. Before I play it, I guess I got to say it. This is a takedown exposing Frauditors video. The other day, when the Forgiven Jerry on this channel timed out takedown exposing Frauditors, as a result, like, everyone was like, whoa, what did he do? Why did he get timed out? So I took away Jerry's wrench. And then Takedown was on a live, and he was like, yeah, I was on Hezokuai's stream, and then this dude timed me out, but then Hezokuai took care of it right away. He took away his wrench, he banned him, and so it's all good. Apparently, the fact that he said the word banned was an insane, horrible, disgusting, end of the world insult from the depths of Hades to destroy Jerry's reputation and ruin his life. So I guess I'm supposed to apologize on his behalf that he said the word ban. I never banned Jerry. Jerry's more than welcome to come here all he wants. He's been a good friend of the channel. He's been up here with me 100 times. I've never had any beef with Jerry. I still don't understand what the beef is with him and Takedown and how it all started and why. What's up, Fraudit Wrangler? But all I know is that because Takedown accidentally said that, or mistakenly said that I banned Jerry, I'm supposed to expose his lies by letting you know that I didn't ban Jerry. But I didn't think that he was lying about it. I thought he just, mistakenly said it. But I don't know. I'm not in the guy's head. I'm not in any of their heads. But apparently I'm supposed to do that apology or whatever. I feel weird apologizing for other people's behavior, but I don't know. I guess I'm supposed to just set the record straight that I didn't ban him. But of course I didn't ban him. He's Jerry. Why would I ban Jerry? But anyway, here is Takedown Exposing Frauditors video called Frauditor Gets Himself in Some Real Trouble This Time. Like I said, I haven't watched this one yet. I just thought based on that title that this is going to be interesting. So hopefully this is a gooder. Looking for another banger.
Yeah, I'm not scared of you.
Yeah. But you're scared to come in too.
Because I know.
Yeah,
that's all I need to know.
You always want to talk outside, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I can't believe it, guys. These guys will stop at nothing, absolutely nothing, to get clicks and views on YouTube. And this video is no exception. I can't believe what this guy does. Starts using racial slurs? Like, really? You have to steep that low? Wow. Wow. I'm not even going to say anymore. I'm just going to let the video speak for itself, everyone. I'll see you down in the comment section.
Permission. This is America, sir.
R for the
okay?
course of silence.
Learn your laws. Learn your laws before you talk.
Let's go ahead and film. Let's see here.
Okay? Come over here. Let's see what your little friend got to my face. I wasn't scared of him.
Yeah, I'm outside. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not scared of you.
Yeah, but you're scared to come in too.
Because I know
yeah,
I don't want to break the law.
Because you always want to talk outside, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how. Only you.
No. So it's the Civic is your car or?
No, that's not my car.
Oh.
Yeah, not my car. Shush.
Huh?
Shush. Go back in there.
Why?
Shush.
What are you doing?
What's your problem, dude?
No, I'm asking you.
Yeah, mind your own business.
Huh?
Mind your own business. Mind your own business.
Well, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Get away from me, okay?
I'm asking you.
Get away from me, okay?
What did I do?
Get away from me. I'm warning you, okay? Get away from me.
You get out of
me.
me.
Go back inside there, okay? What's your problem?
What's your problem?
Get back in there where you belong. What's your problem? Sushi, go back in there. Sushi.
Sushi. Go back in there, Sushi. So this goes back to the whole thing, the whole point that I was trying to make yesterday. But again, when you try to talk to these people, it's like talking to a brick wall. Why is this okay? Why do you guys support this behavior? Well, did you hear about that police officer who shot that kid that time? Why do you guys support this kind of behavior? And then yesterday at one point they were talking about, like, I don't even want to get into, like, controversial issues or whatever, but like the whole Chase Allen thing. And it's like, okay, so if Silence Boy was out there doing this and calling Asian people sushi, that would have stopped him from getting shot? Like, what are you talking about? How do you people support this? How do you think this is okay? Well, technically, it's legal. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. But this sort of behavior is not the way people behave in a civilized society. If they weren't hiding behind the cameras and they talk to people like that, they'd be getting their heads busted. But now because they're hiding behind the camera, it's okay, and their fans eat it up and they love it. Oh, what a freedom fighter. What a wonderful, beautiful Rosa Parks. Martin Luther King Jr. Seriously? You're going to compare this to that? What the hell are you smoking? I was going to say dog droppings, but then that's a Cheech and Chong joke, and I don't want to make it something cool. Thank you. Thank you. What are you smoking? Melted plastic?
The first thing I want to point out, the channel is Silence Boy, First Amendment. That's his channel's name, and I went over there and left a few comments on the video in the comment section, and I think if you guys watch the video, you should do the same thing. But it's totally up to you. The second thing I want to point out here is the little section here that say things are about to get good. So he put that on his screen. It's not me. That's not my writing. I didn't do it. And I'm assuming what he means by things are about to get good, if he considers this to be good, I consider it to be disgusting, but let's see what he's talking about. And I'm assuming it's this part.
Sushi, go back in there. Sushi. Sushi, go back in there. Sushi.
So he wants to make the nasty ass comments, and then he wants to laugh about it like it's a big joke. It's not a joke, buddy. You think it's funny? I really hope your subscribers come down on you really hard for this, because there's nothing funny about what you're doing. Like I said to everybody, I sent a package off to this company, and with every little detail about this guy, if they want to get a hold of him. So that's what I've done for this company. Let's see what else he does.
Sushi. That's right.
Yeah, making fucking Rachel.
Yeah.
Huh?
Sushi.
Yeah, good for you.
Sushi.
Yeah, sushi's fucking good.
Sushi.
Yeah, but
That's his
my
name.
country doesn't need
That's his name. Sushi. Sushi.
Yeah.
Shush, 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 shush. This one, they're coming out on the internet. All three of them.
¿Y para qué, mijo?
¿Ah?
¿Para qué?
No le importa lo que haga. Usted vino para lo que haga.
You're not supposed to be filming people that don't really want to.
Yeah, this is America, sir.
What's that?
This is America.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Here.
Me too.
So you shouldn't really
That's
be
why
filming.
I'm trying to
You really shouldn't be
educate you.
filming people that don't really
Yeah.
want to film. You have to ask permission.
You don't
know
need
that.
permission. This is America,
Yeah,
sir.
it does.
Okay?
It does. Yeah, it does.
Learn your laws.
Let's see.
Learn your laws before you talk.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and film. Let's see here.
Okay?
One.
Come over here. Let's see what you do. Come over here. Look. You come over here. Let's see what happened. Come over here. Come over here. You're just talking. You're just talking. Come over here. Come over here.
So we have some people trying to work, whether we do oil changes, tune-ups, whatever the situation is they're trying to do. They're trying to work, and now they have to deal with this clown making racial slurs, trying to provoke a fight with them. I mean, this guy just went off his rocker today with his YouTube channel, but hopefully, it's just my opinion. I don't think this is the last of this. I spoke to these guys today, and just by speaking to them, I really don't think it's over, and we will just leave it at that. It's
a shame to see you don't know your law, sir. You say you're American, but you don't even know nothing. So sad.
You don't know nothing. Sushi. Do I have to explain to anybody how much of an asshole Silence Boy is? At this point, do I actually have to explain it? I think pretty much everyone knows that this guy's a human douche canoe. Like, legit. Like, and I've said this before. People ask, like, why do I say douche canoe? Well, because originally it was douchebag, and then I realized douchebags actually serve a purpose. And these guys don't. Jackwagon's a good one. And I use that sometimes in honor of vilified freedom, but at the same time, I don't want to steal his line. Although I didn't invent douche canoe, but anyway, Ironton Auditor for $5. It's a good thing these guys are protecting our rights, huh? Laughing my ass off. With their tactics, they seem more like enemies to the Constitution than defenders. Thank you! Somebody saying something that actually makes sense. Ironton, you get a double dose of happy dance for that one. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Frauditor Wrangler thinks that we should use News Now Voodoo as a stand-in for Silence Boy and give him the treatment that we all want to. And I think that's a great idea because ultimately that's what News Now Voodoo is for.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not Silence Boy, but Silence Boy's the hero, okay? You guys don't understand that he's out there fighting for your freedom. You know, how dare you have a problem with someone just because they're fighting for your rights? He's a defender of the Constitution. He's a hero. He's better than any soldier. He's better than any fireman. He's better than anyone because he's Boy, I'll tell you what, Frauditor Wrangler. I'm gonna find out where you live, and I'm gonna audit your local post office. How do you like dumb apples, douche canoe? Ah, see, I could use that word too. What are you gonna do about it? Ow! Ow! No! Sneak attack from the back! You dirty, rotten, no good Hez! Ow! Ow! No! No! Not in the face! No! Wait! Did you? No! Not there! No!
All right. That's what I love. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Smitty is broken, beat, and scared. Welcome to the show. You guys are amazing. All right, here we go. That's good. We needed to relieve some stress after listening to Silence Boy for a few minutes. Let's see if we could get through the rest of this one without killing anybody. Oh, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Before we do that, we got $5 from Blackheart Night. I should have to log into the live stream to see your What he's saying is he logs onto the live stream and the first thing he sees is stupid Voodoo. So now Voodoo has to be punished. Here we go.
Blackheart Knight, you're my nemesis. You're the Joker to my Batman. You're the Green Goblin to my Spider-Man. Blackheart Knight. Oh, you just wait, buddy. We all know that there's gonna be a Blackheart Knight face reveal at my trial, and I'm gonna laugh. You just wait, pal. I'm gonna show you, and you're gonna learn your lesson, buddy. Don't mess with news. Ouch! Ouch! Ain't no Oh no, that's too much. I don't care. No matter what you say or do, I'm gonna get you. Punk ass. What I do now? What? Ow.
Oh no. Just like every audit that you ever post, right? Walk into a building, give them a hard time. If they don't like you filming, you get in an argument with them. If they don't say anything, you walk out. Yep, same shit. All right, here we go. Yay. I'm going to fraud a garage. Why? Because I can. Wait, am I being arrested? What? Huh? Okay. I'm going to fraud at a garage because I can. And that's great too. Like, it's always I'm doing this because it's legal to do, right? And so now here's Silence Boy standing out in front of this business, calling the people who work there because they're Asian, calling them sushi. And Rogue Nation, you're gonna stick up for this, right? You're gonna say that this is good stuff to do, and that this is what freedom fighting is all about. And it's a very necessary thing that you guys do, going around harassing random people for no reason. You're gonna stick up for that, right? Because you're a scumbag just like these guys are. Is that it?
You don't tell me to be quiet. I tell you to be quiet. Yeah.
Oh, so now he tells people, well, if they can use it.
You're a loser. I don't waste my time with losers like you.
Who's trying to be viral right now? Trying to be viral? Hey, good job. I mean, take a video of me. You're the one buttering.
Where are all the government employees that he's holding accountable? Show me one.
You're the one bothering people right now. You're the one bothering people.
Oh, hell, this idiot, what is it? This idiot is flunking everyone.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, Parson, here's the thing about voodoo, and I've said this before. So for those of you guys who feel bad for News Now Voodoo, just remember, when you watch someone like this video we're watching right now, Silence Boy, and you wish somebody would just beat the crap out of him or tase him or do something to shut his stupid ass up, and you get frustrated because that never happens, that's what News Now Voodoo is for. That's the whole reason he exists, literally. His purpose in life is to be tortured in lieu of the people that we can't torture. I never watched Silence Boy. And that's the problem, Rogue Nation. That's the problem with all of you guys, is you purposely go out of your way to ignore the people who are doing what you do, that we are always saying, hey, look at this. This is what your side is doing. And you say, no, we're exposing government corruption. No, you're not. This is what you guys do. Well, I specifically don't. Well, then you shouldn't be an auditor, because this is what auditors do. I'm sorry. Ugh. I have to correct that. When I make a mistake, I'll admit it. When I'm wrong, I'll admit it. There's a very specific reason why I use the term frauditor, because I do not have a problem with an auditor. Ironton was in here earlier. We had that discussion. That's why I say frauditor. And they say, well, you can't say we're all bad. No, all frauditors are bad. I'm here to call out frauditors. This is a frauditor. If you're not looking at what this guy's doing, then you don't know what a frauditor is. But you want to participate in their actions. Just like the dude that I was debating yesterday, who has no idea what the hell the sovereign citizen movement is, but read something online from the sovereign citizen webpage and bought into it and thought it was legit, not even knowing or understanding what the sovereign citizen movement's all about. If you don't know what the frauditing movement's all about, then you should stop doing it. You don't know what it's about? Watch this. This is what it's about. This is an auto body part store or something, a place, a mechanic shop.
Good job.
Government.
I don't waste my time with losers like you.
Yeah, that's why you're here right now, right?
I'm making money filming you. That's why I'm here. I wouldn't be here if I
What
wouldn't
did he
be making
just
money off you.
say? What did he just
You get
say?
it?
Civil rights activist. What did he just say?
I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't be making money off you.
Oh, what
You
did
get
he
it?
just say?
I wouldn't
What did
make
he
money
just
filming
say?
losers
What
like
did the civil rights activist just say?
Wow. Good job.
I don't waste my time with losers like you.
Yeah, that's why you're here right now, right?
I'm making money filming you. That's why I'm here. I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't be making money off you.
What did he just say? What did he just say?
I don't-
What did the civil rights activist just say?
Wow. Good job.
I don't waste my time with losers like you.
Yeah, that's why you're here right now, right?
I'm making money filming you. That's why I'm here. I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't be making money off you. You get it? I'm making money filming you. That's why I'm standing here. Yeah.
Well, at least he tells the truth.
This guy closing the business, everyone.
We are for the police.
Okay, call them.
Yeah, almost done.
Your business is gonna get a lot of bad reviews. You don't know who I am. That's why.
Thank you
You'll
so
be
much.
getting a lot of bad reviews.
But customers, they don't like it. So can you please go?
No, that's not gonna work. I'm in public.
Oh yeah, he's here.
I'm in public.
Yeah.
What's your name? Your business, right? What's your name?
When you're in public, you don't have to tell me what
Come
to
here.
do.
He's almost done.
What's your name?
Yeah. He's the camera, and then he. My customer, they don't like it.
You're closing business for a camera. So sad. So sad.
Come in.
No,
You scared? Come
you're
in.
scared. You come out of here.
Oh, you're scared to come in.
Your little friend got to my face. I wasn't scared of him.
Yeah, I'm outside. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not scared of you.
Yeah, but you're scared to come in too.
Because I know
Yeah,
I don't want to break the law.
Because you always want to
Okay?
talk outside, huh?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know
fucking
how the law
pussy.
works, okay?
Yeah, look at you.
I know how it works.
Look at you.
Sushi. Tell Sushi to go back.
Sushi's fucking great. Yeah.
Go back. That's
Oh,
his name.
Yeah, where are you from?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're from Taco too?
You're racist now?
No, you're racist.
You wanna
too.
play?
I learned it from you because you're so
You're
great.
racist?
Yeah.
That's what you are?
Oh my God. First Amendment freedom fighter. First Amendment auditor. Wow. And that's what people support. People like this. This guy is the one that goes around saying he's fighting for your rights. Pretty embarrassing. It'd be pretty embarrassing if that's what you're supporting. If people support that, shame on you. Shame on you. Disgusting. 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 Anyways, that's it. That's it, everyone. Go over there and drop a comment. That's what I would do. Let them know how you feel about the video. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Please hit that like button. Help share the video and get it out there. And I will see you all in the next one. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
All right. Silence Boy is so bad and has been for so long that see, for those of you who don't know his backstory, he's been doing what he does forever. He's an absolute bottom of the barrel. Like I say, like you got the barrel, then you got the bottom of barrel, and then under that, when you lift the barrel up, the little nasty stuff crawling underneath it. That's like where SGV News and Silence Boy and KC Camera Boy, the whole California crew, well, that's where they belong. And Silence Boy's been down there forever. One thing that happened that almost got him canceled, but it didn't. But he came close. It came real close. Was he was filming 80 people here right now. Thank you everyone for joining us. Glad to have so many beautiful people here on this beautiful Monday. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to hit like. Anyway, so Silence Boy is out there messing with people in the street, which is what he does. Government accountability, right? Equal rights, this and that, because random people on the street. And this lady who's got a stand, you know, selling fruits and vegetables or whatever outside, she asked him not to film. And he, of course, like all auditors do, the worst thing you can do other than cam-backing them is asking them not to film you. In fact, asking them not to film you is the worst thing you could possibly do. The ultimate sin of the universe is to use your freedom of speech to ask someone not to film you. So she asked him not to film, which, of course, like all frauditors do, immediately means, please film me even more and make me the entire focus of your quote-unquote story, please. That's what they hear when you say, please don't film me. So he sticks a camera in her face and films her, and she gets more and more upset. And the more upset it gets, the more he laughs at her and giggles and does his Silence Boy shtick, purposely going out of his way to insult her and piss her off, until eventually she got so mad, she smacks the phone out of his hand. He calls the cops and gets her fruit stand shut down. As a result, the next day, on the local Telemundo channel, they did a news report about this horrible, evil, rotten, no good kid that got this poor, sweet woman's fruit stand shut down over him being an asshat. And the entire Hispanic community in his neighborhood immediately came down after him. His next video after that, he's literally hiding in a park and looking over his shoulder like, hey guys, I'm going to come back. Don't worry. But right now, I don't know, man. I don't feel comfortable doing it right now. Like, it was bad. It got so bad, in fact, that there's a YouTube channel called Tacos and Workouts. It's a guy who eats tacos and talks about working out. Like, that's his show. But he does interviews with people in the local community in LA where he lives. And he actually interviewed me to talk about Silence Boy because he didn't know anything about First Amendment auditing or any of this stuff. So I went on there and I gave him the lowdown on what Silence Boy's up to. And that's one of the things ever since then. If you really look, you could see, like in that video we just watched, he's going after people in the Asian community. He spends a lot of time, you could tell just by the people and the way they dress, like in richer neighborhoods and nicer neighborhoods. He doesn't audit his own neighborhood anymore because he knows that they'd fold him up. He'd get tuned up right quick if he started trying that stuff again now. Well, maybe now because it's been a while since that happened. Maybe the dust has settled and it's calmed down. But for a while there, he couldn't even audit in his own community because he would automatically get tuned up. It'd be done. And he knew it. Like I said, that's why he posted a video where he's hiding in the park and looking over his shoulder, making sure nobody's coming while he's filming. Like, ugh. But he just said it. That's one of the reasons why Silence Boy is so horribly evil and rotten and no good. He doesn't even try to hide it. Why are you filming? Because I'm getting paid, baby. What more evidence do you need that frauditing is wrong? Horrible, evil, rotten, and no good. Calling Asian people sushi. And how come these guys don't get canceled? How come SGV News could use a racist accent and he's still on? How come Silence Boy could call Asian people sushi and he's still on? I come on here. I talk for 4 hours a day, every day. Eventually, once in a while, you're going to have a slip of the tongue or something's going to come out wrong. And people are going to freak out. Meanwhile, these bungholes are purposely going out of their way to speak as offensively as they can, and they're getting quadruple subscribers over it. They should be getting canceled. How is it that we live in cancel culture? And I'm not saying, again, see, I don't want to get into politics or all this other nonsense. I'm not saying that I support the idea of cancel culture. I think a lot of people have gotten canceled who didn't deserve it. But my whole point is, people who do deserve it don't get canceled. SGV News should be canceled for that Shanduli nonsense. And how the hell are his fans in his chats constantly saying, hey, you got to go to church today and you got to hit him with the Shanduli and then give him the spice, which means pepper spray. And then when you see stuff like that, it's like, okay, so we're supposed to believe that none of this was premeditated, right? That you went there and you were filming sweetly and innocently, and then all of a sudden, through no fault of your own, random people just randomly decide to attack you for no reason. And your fans are in there going, give him the Shanduli, give him the spice, give him the Shanduli, give him the spice. Excuse me, sir, why are you filming? Oh, shit, oh, shit. Oh, that's a racist accent. But they laugh. Their fans eat it up. They love it. They think it's great. No, Rogue, you need millions of subs because you love to walk into buildings and film people. Wow! Oh, riveting, riveting, riveting. Now that's what I call entertainment, ladies and gentlemen, entertainment. Round of applause for Rogue Nation. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, wait a minute. Do you mean using my First Amendment freedom of speech to say what I want? Oh, don't do that, buddy. How dare you use your freedom of speech? Only cameramen and auditors are allowed to use their freedom of speech. Everyone else needs to lay in a ditch and die, right? Or hide in their basements because don't go out in public if you don't want to be filmed, right? So we all just need to, the more free, better world that you're trying to build is one where everyone hides in their homes all day and never goes outside and never opens their shades, right? Got to border down all the windows, never to let any light in because then you can film through the windows, right? Because if you're standing on a sidewalk, you can zoom in through the window. I adore when people are coming out of the meds. Oh, we're coming out. All right. Oh my goodness. Time to ask you questions. Yes. Hey, all right. That's for Rogue Nation from Janice Farmer. Rogue Nation needs subs because he's too lazy to get a job. The Frauditors are the tyrants. That's right. That's exactly right. And notice how, like, when I go out of my way to illustrate Silence Boy, flat out saying straight up legit that the only reason he fraudits is for the money. It's nothing to do with freedom, nothing to do with rights, nothing to do with accountability. That's all just a smoke screen that they hide behind to get away with their bullshit. His response to that is, I don't watch Silence Boy's channel. That's all you got? All right, buddy. Whatever you say, pal. Just so long as I'm not using my freedom of speech, we're all right, right? Oh, my goodness gracious me. Hey, I got to sneeze on deck. Hold on. All right. I love you guys. Oh, man, these mornings are so great. Well, you know what? This is a good way to start on a Monday. Get the day started right. And with all that being said, I noticed just what was it? Half an hour ago, ladies and gentlemen. There's a new John Legato video, and we love John Legato. So, like I said, he just posted it. Why don't we watch it together right now and see what John Legato's up to? Hopefully, it's a banger. Why not? Let's find out. It's called Soft Sit Fleas on Foot Pursuit. This is going to be interesting. I hope it's a good video. John Legato usually doesn't disappoint. Let's see what he's got in store for us. But before we do that, there is one last thing I want to mention and make clear to everyone watching now is that you can't trespass the eyes. But of course, a camera isn't your eyes. Your eyes can't zoom in. your eyes can't take still photographs so that you can study and zoom in and, maybe use software to make the images clearer so that you could get people's personal private information and use that for identity theft. But you guys don't care about identity theft. You guys don't care about perverts who use the footage for some other nefarious, funky means when they're alone. Honestly, you probably do that anyway. You'll just never admit it. So anyway, $2 from Greg Jonick. All right. Oh, he wants me to tase News Now Voodoo for Rogue Nation. All right. And if you guys, for those of you who've been following for a while, the original News Now, his name isn't Voodoo though. He's just number 2 because he's literally the second one that was ever made. Number 2 did the original Rogue Nation impersonation. News Now Voodoo would never do that because he likes Rogue Nation. He respects him.
Rogue, come on, buddy. Help me out here, man. And tell him not to tase me for you. Come on. Stick up for me, man. I always stick up for you. I always tell Hez, like what Hez always says, that Rogue Nation is a terrible, rotten, horrible, evil, stinky, smelly, no good, rotten, lousy douche canoe. And I always tell him, no, he doesn't smell that bad. Ouchie, ouch! Ouch! The First Amendment! Government accountability! Ouch! All right, now here's my Rogue Nation impersonation. That was in honor of my hero, Rogue Nation. I love you so much, Rogue. Come give me a kiss, baby. Come on, Rogue. Let's go. All right.
Sorry about that. Anyway, here's John Legato.
I'm traveling.
You guys are kidnapping me right now.
No, we're not.
Me against my will.
It's called being detained. This is the. Do you live in America? Do you live in America?
I live in the continent of America. Yeah.
You're not being kidnapped.
I'm being unlawfully detained.
You're being arrested. Have a seat. Have a seat.
I'm an American national.
Okay, you're in America, so.
Welcome to the John Legato Show. I'm John Legato. Sovereign citizens actually believe their rhetoric. And when stopped by the police, they begin their litany of legal arguments.
May I help you?
You got a missing license plate.
I don't have a license plate. I don't need a license plate.
What's that?
I don't need a license plate. I'm not for hire. I'm not driving for hire. I'm not driving for commerce.
So you need a license plate. Also, your left blinker or your left brake light is out.
In order for us to be able to continue this conversation, I'm going to need to fill this paperwork out.
What's that?
I said, in order for me to continue this conversation with you,
So you're
I'm going to need
to converse with me. I'm going to need your ID.
No, I'm going to need to see your supervisor, and I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right away.
I love nothing more than videos that I get to watch on YouTube of sovereign citizens getting tased.
They refuse to recognize the validity of the government. They refuse to recognize the jurisdiction of the court. They won't provide an ID. They won't provide a name. My name is X13. I don't recognize the name Miller. That's a slave name.
Okay, this sovereign citizen traffic stop is textbook. It's either no license or an expired registration, or they ran a red light. We've all heard the following.
Do you have ID on you?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, once again, real quick. I have to go over it again and again and again and again, but they never seem to understand. No matter how many times you say it, they don't hear it. You don't have to say a word. When you get pulled over, you don't have to say a single word at all. Even a lawyer who's part of the system would tell you that. You don't have to say a word, but you do have to present your ID on demand. Depending on what state you're in, They might ask for your license, registration, and proof of insurance, or just license and insurance, or just license, registration, whatever. They're all different, but the driver's license is the number one. You can, absolutely, and a lawyer would tell you you should. I personally don't subscribe to this, but the point is, even lawyers will tell you, you roll down the window, the cop says, can I see the ID? You hand them ID, you don't say a word. So that's invoking your Fifth Amendment right. But not showing them your ID isn't part of that. Because you shouldn't be on the road in the first place if you don't have a driver's license. And again, this is another thing that came back from the debate yesterday. They're making, well, what, if my license expires, all of a sudden that magically means I can't drive anymore? No. But if you're driving on an expired license, you can argue that in court. Screaming and hollering with the cop on the side of the road who you refuse to show your license to. Well, what does that have to do with your license being expired? You could show him the license, and then if he says, hey, this is expired, then you could say, oh, I didn't even realize, I forgot to get it renewed. Sorry, sir. And then you can fight it in court. Like, that excuse doesn't work. But I will tell you what Pope Phil I said for 199. He said, and this was a papal declaration, Rogue Nation really wants News Now Voodoo Taste. He loves it. All right, so that being said, ladies and gentlemen.
What? Rogue? You want me to get tased? But I thought you was my friend, man. Hey, come on, man, help a pimp out, man. We pimps gotta stick together, you know what I'm saying? Pimping ain't easy, yo. Come on, man, help me out, homie. You're supposed to be on my side, man. I told everybody how awesome Rogue Nation is because he lives to play with dolls too, right? So we all love you because you're so nice and sweet and kind to people. When you walk into a building and someone says, don't film me, you're very polite. You say, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you on camera. I'm just filming the building. And I'll be happy to turn my... Oh, wait. No, wait. That's not what you do. You do like I do. When people say, I don't want to be filmed, you say, fudge, you eat my ass crack. Yes. Don't you understand, ladies and gentlemen? I know that you're fake saying that Rogue Nation wants me tased. I know he didn't say that. He would never say that because we Frauditors are the true gods of the universe. And we own the cameras and everyone else must bow down and lick our toes dry and lick our buttholes clean. Tase me! Oh, I was joking. Oh, no, you're not actually supposed to do that. Oh, shit. My microphone is falling. All right. Wait. Hold on, man. My microphone. Shut up.
My microphone is falling. I have to. It's going like this. Oh, you can't see because the screen. Ah! My mic started going like this while I was talking, so I'm like, I'm trying to follow. Come on. So I got to tighten it up. Oopsie! It's live, ladies and gentlemen. Live. That's right. Anyway, let's get back to the video. I love John Legato.
Sure. Here you go. This is for you to fill out. By law, you have to, and I need your identification.
And so it begins. The soft citizen handed the officer a lengthy form to fill out, as you can see, with the caveat that some law requires that he do so.
It seems to me that they're magicians is what they really are. And because they feel like they have magic words. They know a spell.
Exactly.
And so they go,
and they'll sometimes read it.
Yeah,
like somebody on the internet's put it on there and they read it and it's gospel.
like they've read too much Harry Potter and it's expecto patronum and they expect their Patronus to show up.
So,
Do you want to fill this out for me?
Did you think this through?
I'm thinking it through just fine. I know my constitutional rights. I do this all the time. I do this for a living.
Okay, do you have your registration?
I don't need a
paperwork?
registration, sir. I don't answer questions. Please let me talk to your supervisor. That's all I have for you.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If he does this, what? Wait, first, wait, hold on. Let's unpack that. I do this for a living. Do what? Wouldn't that mean you're traveling in a commercial capacity? If he does what for a living? Drives around trying to get pulled over? If that's what you do for a living, wouldn't that mean that you're in a commercial capacity? I mean, these idiots are stupid, but you get pulled over. The cop says, "Could I see your license?" No. I do this for a living, sir. Do what for a living? Act like an asshat? Be a jackwagon? Drive without a license? Doesn't that make you driving commercial?
Mr. Gray.
So right now,
This is for you if you would like this. I don't know what's your RAS? What's your RAS?
I'm going to tell
What's
you
your
this one more
articular
time.
reasonable suspicion that I've done a crime, sir?
You don't have a license plate.
What's your
front
articular?
windshield's cracked.
I am
Your
a
left
sovereign
brake
American,
light
sir. I'm a
is
sovereign
broken.
American, sir. These are all not crimes.
A couple things for all of you Google lawyers. First of all, Google is not a law degree. Just because you read somebody say something on the internet, don't make it true.
Over there.
No, sir. No, you're not allowed to touch me either.
I can't touch
RAS. What's your RAS? I will take your job. I'm telling you,
You already
man.
told you
I'm
what
not
your
asking
RAS
for this.
is. You have no
You should be
license
telling. You
plate.
should be telling me to have a good day right now.
Do yourself a favor. This is not the route you want to go.
I don't care which route you think I want to go, dude. I know my rights as a American,
Are you sure you
a
wanna
sovereign
go to jail
American.
for this?
For what? You have no right. You have no right to touch me without an RAS. Do you know what that? Do you know you took an oath? I'm done talking to you. I want to speak to your supervisor.
That's another thing that I never, ever, ever have been able to wrap my head around. And when I talk to these guys, they've never been able to explain to me. Like, if you say, "What's your RAS?" and the cop tells you exactly what his RAS is, why do you say, "Yeah, but you don't have RAS"? They do this all the time. He just told you his RAS. Yeah, but you didn't tell me your RAS. He just did. Why did they do that? I wish I would have thought of that yesterday when I was in a debate with one of these douche canoes. Because I would have asked him. Like, why, when you ask them what their reasonable, articulable suspicion is, and they tell you what it is, you immediately say, "How come you refuse to tell me what your RAS is?" They just did. Just because you will not accept the answer doesn't mean they didn't give you an answer.
Don't touch my vehicle. Don't touch my vehicle. Don't touch my person, sir. Sir, don't touch my person. Great, don't touch my person. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. Don't touch my person. Don't touch me. You're gonna shock me. You're gonna do this. You're on camera. You're on Facebook Live right now, bro. Facebook Live. Think about what you're doing now. You have the right to talk to your supervisor. I'm not doing anything wrong to you. I do not consent to you touching me. Don't touch me. You've already committed assault. You've already committed assault and battery, dude.
You know, now we're going to get to the predicted ending of threats, the sovereign citizen threats, the sovereign citizens more threats, the police ignoring the threats, and then the arrest. You know, I got to give this one sovereign citizen credit. He actually got out of the car and got into a foot chase.
Please identify your fucking self, dude. Stop. What are you doing right now? Yo, can I talk to a sergeant? Can I talk to a sergeant? No, can I talk to a sergeant? Don't touch me. Don't touch me, dude. Don't touch me. You guys are not allowed to touch me. Don't touch me. Record. Record.
Get over here now.
Don't touch me. I haven't done anything wrong.
You're gonna get tased.
For what?
You're gonna get tased. You're not cooperating.
You're not allowed to touch me. You're not allowed to go to my vehicle. I've done nothing wrong. What's your RAS? Help! 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 Help, dude! What the fuck? Help! Call the cops, dude! Please.
So my question to you today is, does any of these theatrics work when it finally gets into a court of law?
Abdano Hall, case is over with. You want to do that?
I'm Abdul Alpha Law, authorized representative, natural person, and appropriate persona. All rights reserved. Ex relation Abduno Hall. All rights reserved. UCC 1-207/1-308.
Do you know somebody named Abdano Hall?
Ex relation. I'm authorized representative, Abdul Alpha Law.
Oh, you're the representative for him?
Yes. Yes.
Do you know where he is right now?
Authorized representative.
No, I know you're an authorized
Abdul Alpha Law.
representative, but I need to talk to him. Do you know where he is? You're Abdano Hall's representative, right?
Authorized representative.
All right, when you see him, will you tell him his bond is $500? Thank you.
The John Legato Show is being broadcast from outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune in beautiful North Carolina. If you like the show, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, and we don't ask for personal information. Semper Fidelis.
All right. That was a good one. It made me think of I gotta work out the specific details because it just popped into my head while I was watching that. But I wanted to say because I gotta come up with something better than clay, but something that rhymes. Oh, wait a minute! It looks like I got a super chat from Flower Power. That's right. $5 for Flower Power. Call the cops. Yes. They always say to call the cops on the cops. Yeah, right. Here we go. Here's your happy dance, Flower. All right. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Your support is always appreciated. Everyone here, we love all you guys so much. Let's see. What else? Yeah, big hugs. See, Vestige of Peace always passing out the hugs. Love it. Make everyone happy and feel good. Good way to start a Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen, getting together, hanging out for a few hours, getting some laughs, having some fun, doing a dance. But anyway, I'm just thinking in my head, okay, I'm starting to already put it together. Let's see. Taser. If your last name's El Bay and you're a sovereign moron, with Taser I will play. Taser. When your last name's El Bay, I'll pull out my taser. And I'll show you the way. I don't know. I'm working on. It's a work in progress. It literally just popped into my head while I was talking. Gotta work out the specifics. Anyway, I want to tell you guys how awesome you all are and how much I love you guys. Wonderful spending my Monday morning with you every day. I love spending with you guys. And with that being said, it's about 3 hours, so I think I'm going to start to wrap it up here. Starting to say my final goodbyes. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget the Hezokuai and Frauditor News Network Saturday Night Snafu Show. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Remember last week our guest was Professor Crack. It was a fantastic episode. He turned out to be a great guest. And then, of course, today we got Well, we got coming up next week on May 27th, Takedown Exposing Frauditors. And then on June 3rd, ladies and gentlemen, According to Asia. And on June 10th, Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Frauditor Wrangler. Then on June 17th, the rematch of the century, bigger than Foreman Ali 2, Blackheart Knight versus News Now Voodoo. And then on June 24th, ladies and gentlemen, Katie's Head's going to be here. July 1st, we're going to have both Dan and Becca from the Welsh News Network. That's right. That's a fact. And then on July 8th, Debo's Nation. July 15th, the one and only Miss Mandy 777 is going to be here. July 27th, Mark the Sarcastic Law Student. July 29th, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the queen, Mrs. Schrodinger's cat. And then, ladies and gentlemen, on August 5th, some of you may not be aware that I just discovered, I think I showed him on here last week, a new guy that's on our side called Frauditor Roundup. He's going to be our guest. That's right, we got Frauditor Roundup. It's going to be an amazing next couple months coming up. Wonderful lineup for the Saturday show. Plus, join me every morning here at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, here on the Frauditor Follies YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys. You make my mornings fun every day. I always have a good time hanging out with y'all. And in the meantime, like I always say at the end of the day, once you see the Elvis gnome, you know it's time. And he always says, oh, yeah, I'm all shook up.